MJ with Del Curry on him as Luke comes up high. Michael starts to go. Got him in the air. Off the glass. Nope. Luke tipped it again. Wennington trying to get it. Has it. Put it in.
Nice job of getting back even. Bill Wennington fighting on the boards.
And it's a 5-point Charlotte lead. BJ cuts him off very well. Del Curry with a baseline three.
You hate to see him get off that quick, but that's what he does.
Michael with the fadeaway jumper. And a long deuce for Michael Jordan. 29-23. It's going into a scoring affair now, John.
Yep.
Johnson wants to set that high screen, and what he really does, instead of rolling to the basket, he kind of fades out and tries to set this screen for Curry. Bogues. They really want to go to Johnson, and Scotty's making it tough. BJ to help. Muggsy Bogues for a long deuce. And Scotty right there, lost it, trying to get it back, does. BJ in the corner had to go high to get it. Michael with Muggsy on him. Look at this. They want to clear out. Parrish is illegal. Parrish is illegal. Now he gets out. And Muggsy, foul call?
Illegal. Illegal defense. You're right. You call it.
Well, finally they did. Yeah.
Muggsy said, get out. Everybody get out. They did. They don't adjust. Muggsy reaching in here. Now he's going to go for the shot. Looks like he gets fouled here, but LaRosa says they already call it. So Zoe Morning leaves as Michael goes up for the shot, but the call was already made. Michael says, good call.
Kenny Gaddison has checked in. Bulls go with the curl. Down low, Luke turns and looks. Bill Wennington baseline jump shot, and Bill's got a couple buckets.
Yes, sir. You better get out to guard him.
He makes it so tough for a center to try and go block shots.
Yep.
Curry. Pops out. Del Curry with a long jumper, and Luke right there. Bulls do a good job with that. They'll be in good shape.
Yes, sir. Now the big centers have been right up there.
Michael on top, wants a three.
Michael has ended up the regular season shooting right at the 50% mark. He loves that short three.
11 for Michael, and Charlotte now leads by just one. Bulls on a 6-0 run as Johnson gets it out to Gaddison. He'll take a 15-footer. Oh. Boy, you love that. Parrish fought for it. Scotty pulled it away. He's got BJ down in the corner. Michael on the opposite side. MJ really wants it. Yep, has it. Here's another three from Michael. And a rebound finally pulled down by Del Curry. All the way down the floor, Michael was calling for the basketball. Gaddison gives it back. Del Curry wants a three now. And the Bulls get lucky. Parrish fouled as he was going up. And we'll see who the foul is called on. Looked like Scotty got him.
Pip's second on this, so Phil comes down. He said, I see Parrish go up here and get inside. He gets it. He and Scotty go in a little bit of a pushing match. Michael goes up, but the Chief gets it. Yep. One on each side, I guess, for the
and foul. Now Tony Kukoc gets up. He'll have to come in for Scotty. And boy, Pip has had a good first quarter.
Yeah. Darren Hancock getting ready to come in. The Chief misses the first free throw. That was amazing. He shot.
We'll talk about that in a second. Sports Channel going to give one person 2 tickets to every regular season Bulls, Hawks, Cubs, Sox, and Bears game played in Chicago next year. Over 250 games. You won't have time for much else. Are you fan enough to win? Watch the Sports Channel report for details. Free throw goes in. What were we going to say, John?
Chief was shooting a free throw, and there's 2 guys coming in, 2 guys leaving. They gave him the ball. He missed it. I mean, there was all kinds of entries. Nobody was calm on the court. He made the second one.
Luke posts up with Parrish on him. Longley starts to spin, goes to the basket, lost it. Gaddison with a rebound. Bogues accelerates down the floor, gives it back. Gaddison in the lane, fakes 3 seconds or a walk. Okay, traveling.
.39-3. Michael looks over the bench. He says, what do you want a 2 for? And that would mean he'll come down and pump it in right away. Throw it, BJ.
Needed timeout. The Bulls take a full, and they want a 20-second timeout, and Phil just rips.
Well, Tony got hammered across the ear. He can hardly hear, but he's going to hear an earful. The left one, you can see how red it is. He had an elbow across there, and there you see him getting up to rub it. I don't think anybody saw him really get cranked, and wasn't thinking about coming back as the outlet man. So those little sidebars that Tony and Phil have sometimes are.
That's the way it goes. Johnny, you and I before the ballgame were talking about how soft the rims seem here, and I guess what you end up looking at the rim. There's a seal on the bottom of the rim. You're going to have to look at this for a second. See the lighter orange on the right side there. Now, as we're going to get a little closer, we believe, Johnny, that they're supposed to be sealed.
Yeah, but that's been opened some way, and you're not supposed to do that unless you have the guy from the company, from the league, and a whole deal. So we'll find out tomorrow if that was what that effect has.
Michael stops, long three. Wennington will try and track it down in the corner and couldn't do it.
They just wanted to get a two-in shot, so.
Wanted the 2 for 1, right? 30-28, Charlotte with the lead. About 4.5 seconds difference, shot clock and game clock. MJ 5 of 11 from the field with 11 points, and Steve Kerr gets set to check in. If there's a stoppage in play, they'll want him for offense. Wennington goes over to try and force the action. Del Curry fakes the baseline jumper. He'll take it now. And rebound tapped out. Michael's got it with 3 seconds. Down the floor. Tony, 1 second. Stops. It's a 3.
Hey, yes! Tony! The dagger to Waiters. Back on the good side of Phil. In a hurry.
All right. We played 1 period, and the Bulls come back to take the lead by a point over Charlotte. The two teams shot it about the same. Bulls doing a little bit better job from long range, 3-point land. And how about the backcourt points for the Bulls? 19-2 over the Hornets.
Well, it's obvious an inside game with their big men, and the Bulls rattling from the outside. And take a look at the spotlight.
Our Sharp UCAM spotlight player, Larry Johnson, with 8 points. And Larry and Scotty posting up here. And he does a nice job of getting this position, John, and waiting for the pass to come to him. Johnson gets it inside. Doesn't go up real strong, but still gets the basket. And that's what's most important to him. As the team from Rocky gets rolling. Johnny, Phil Jackson came with Bill Wennington and Luke Longley. And I think that duo really kind of slowed Charlotte down just a little bit.
Well, it might have told you something when you found out that Dickie Simpkins was not on the playoff roster coming in, that Phil has the faith in Bill Wennington to fill that 5 spot a little bit with Tony and Dick and Corey.
Greg Sutton comes in. Wennington looking for Michael coming across. He's got it out high, lost it, tried to tip it, and Tony Kukoc picks it up. Well, this is where you'd like to see Tony make something happen. 6 on the shot clock. Michael's got to do it. Stops, fades from 18. That's very short. And Robert Parrish with a rebound. Bulls lead it by 1. Gaddison, Mourning, Curry, Sutton, and Parrish. Sutton. Now they go across, set the screen for Alonzo Mourning. Mourning rolls inside. Bill Wennington came over to give help, and Mourning kind of got cut off.
Get ready for the bullet pass, guys.
There it is. Wennington turnaround jumper just wouldn't go in. Luke knocked away and out of bounds. Tyrell Joyner, what happened in the first quarter?
Well, guys, Phil Jackson was very unhappy with the first part of the first quarter, the way the Bills were playing, but the way the team ended up in the first quarter, right now only down 1, he was much happier with the way the team ended up. Back to Tom and Johnny.
MJ splits the defenders, lost it. Del Curry will be called for the reaching. Nope, Robert Parrish. Parrish called for the push. Pete Myers will get up off the bench. Tony's still working on that here.
Phil complained about the buzzing sound in here. The Bulls have seemed to play through that, didn't they, Tom, at the beginning? They got the crowd.
Took him out. Yeah, took the crowd out. Pete Myers comes in as Michael will get a rest.
Now you can't double. You cannot double with Steve Kerr as the shooter here.
Luke. He just dropped that pivot foot just a little bit.
The one thing you do not need when Michael's on the bench to turn the ball over. You must get at least a shot at the ball.